Good morning, Year 5. Happy Wednesday. It's the 3rd of June 2020. So another maths video here for you. A big well done to all of you that have submitted some work to us over the past couple of days. It's looking really good, really successful, especially the SPAG as well. And we hope you're enjoying your history project and finding out that Benin and sort of everything that happened there and how it differs from our life as well. The children in school are really enjoying it, our Year 5's key worker children, and they found some really interesting information about. So we look forward to finding out what you've researched as well. Your Maths Week 28 sheet will obviously be coming out on Monday, so next week, and part of that will be revisiting percentages I've put on there. So today's video is going to go back over percentages because hopefully we can move away from fractions now. So if you remember, when we're finding 10% of a number, what we need to actually do is write our number down, so 25.00. Okay, and if I'm finding 10%, I need to divide my number by 10. Okay, and then if I'm was finding 1%, I would divide my number by 100 because percentage is out of 100. So £25, and I'm dividing by 10. Remember, if we're dividing by 10, everything moves to the right, and because 10 has 1 0, it moves one place to the right. So 10%, my 2 would jump under the 5, decimal point doesn't move, my 5 would jump from here under the 0, so it becomes £2.50. So 10% of £25 is £2.50. Okay, and then 20% then, well, hold on a second, if I know 10% is £2.50, 10% add 10% makes 20%. And it's not the case of dividing 25 by 20. It doesn't work like that for percentages. Okay, if I know that I need 10%, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So one of those is 10%, so two of those is 20%. I need to add 10% twice or times 10% by 2. So 10% we know is £2.50. And I need to add another £2.50 to it. That gets me to £5. So 20% of £25 is £5. Okay. Now this one then, £350. Well, obviously 100% is the starting number, which is 350. 50%, well, all I need to do is half my 100%, my whole number, to get 50%. Well, half of 350, half of 50 is 25, half of 300 is 150. Add those together, I get 175. So that would be my 50%. 25%, well, we know 25% is the same as a quarter. Okay, so to find 25% of 350, I need to find 1/4 of it, and 1/4 means we would divide it by 4. Or I could find 10%, 10%, and 5%. I'm going to stick with that. So 10% is 350. Sorry, 100% is 350. So 10%, move everything one place to the right. I get £35. So 20% then is going to be double £35, which is 70. And then 5%. Oh, hold on a second. If I know 10%, 10% is my golden number. I always find 10%. 10% is 35. So how do I get from 10% to 5%? Well, I half 10% because half of 10 is 5. So I need to half 35. Well, half of 5 is £2.50 or 2.5. Half of 30 is 15. So to half those, add them together, I end up getting £17.50. So if I want 25%, I'm going to add my £70 and my £17.50. So £70, add my £17.50, 0, 5, decimal point, 7, 8. So 25% is £87.50. £87.50. 10% we've already worked out. You know, you divide it by 10, so it's 35. 1%. Well, if we want 1%, we need to divide the starting number by 100. So we need to move everything 2 places. Well, we've already moved it once for our 35, so we need to move everything 1 place again. So 35.0, everything moves 1 place to the right. So my 0 is next to the decimal points. My 5 jumps 1 place to the right, so it goes there. My 3 goes 1 place to the right under the 5, so I get £3.50. So that is 1%. And how would I find 2%? Well, if I know 1%, 2% would be double that, so it becomes £7. Now, £22, 100%. Well, obviously 100% is the starting number, so that's 22. 50%, I'm going to half 100%, which is 11. Nice and straightforward, nice and easy. I'm going to miss 25% for a second. I'm going to go straight to 10% because that's my golden number. Okay, so 10% then, well, 10% of 22, decimal point, 0, everything 1 place to the right, becomes £2.20. So that's 10%, which means 1% move everything again. So I've divided by 10 here. I'm going to divide it by 10 again, which is the same as dividing by 100. Everything moves 1 place. My 2 jumps there. My 2 jumps there. 0 placeholder in there. So it's 22 pence. 25%, well, remember, 10%, 10% and 5%, or just divide the starting number by 4. So divide it by 2 is 11. Half of 11 is £5.50. So that's my 25%. Okay. Now, then you can get questions which involve finding percentage, 10% off or percentage off. So we reduce, we take some of the number off, it gets smaller. So £150, it says a bike costs £150 and has 10% off. How much does it cost? Well, £150 and I need to divide it, take off my 10%. Well, take 10% of 150, 150.00, divide it by 10, everything moves 1 place to the right. So my 1 jumps under the 5 jumps under the 0, and obviously that 0 would jump there. So I end up getting £15. So 10% is £15. Now, it doesn't say find 10% of 150, it says 10% off. Off suggesting subtraction. So I then need to subtract my 10%, which in this case is 15, off of 150, my starting number, to work out how much it costs. So 0, 0. 0 take 5 I can't do, so exchange. 10 take 5 is 5. 4 take 1 is 3. So I end up getting £135. So my bike would cost me £135. Now, a pair of headphones costs £32 and has a 25% reduction or 25% off. How much does it cost? Well, first of all, 100% is 32. So 50% would be 16 because I would half it. And then 25%, well, I half 50% again. Half of 16 is 8. So I know that 25% is equal to £8. So they have taken £8 off because they're very kind like that. So to find how much off it has, remember off suggests subtraction. So I would do £32, take away my £8, which would leave me with £24. Okay. So that would be my final answer. So enjoy the next few days. Don't forget, please, that My Maths needs to be submitted today. The fraction sheet, which is live on eSchools now, where you type in the yellow boxes, that's due by Friday. Your reading work or Lexia, whichever you do, is due by Friday. Writing and topic, again, due by Friday. Your SPAG due on Friday, and then your Maths sheet 27 is also due by Friday. Now, like Mrs. Ayton and I have said, we are in school now, so we might not respond to you as quickly as we are with your learning, but we will always give you some feedback, but just bear with us for that. So enjoy the next few days, and I'll give you a quick update on Friday morning.